Okay, here we are at the Winter's Ranch where all of my pistachio trees were. If you scroll back and look for my pistachio removal video, you'll see what I mean when that was a tough job getting out of here. You can see the burn pile remnants right there from the old pistachio grove. It was just an old grove that wasn't really producing. And we're gonna expand the citrus grove. Look how beautiful the citrus grove looks. Well, we produce the most tastiest oranges on the planet here. Those are all harvested. Those are navels. Over there, you'll see there's oranges still in the trees. That's the baseball field. And the Field of Dreams is a field of citrus dreams because those are summer ripening Valencia oranges. Here's Manuel working on the burn pile. That's like what you gotta do out here in the country. Hola, Manuel! Hola! Say hola del mundo! So, but today, something else that we do out here at the ranch every year, I don't know if you know about the bee trade in California with the almonds. It's quite intriguing and a little bit cruel. The almonds of California require an enormous amount of pollination to fruit the almonds, and what that entails for the month of February is pretty much every bee in North America gets shipped to California, and at great expense to the bees, because the bees are like, can you imagine driving on a semi-truck all the way across the country in the middle of winter, and the little poor bees, if they don't stay in the hive, if they blow off the truck, they'll never see their bee friends again. It's extremely cruel to the bees. Millions of bees get killed every year in the production of almonds in California. And this is what the people, the environmentalists, or whatever you want to call them, I mean, I'm one of them, but this is what the people who drink almond milk and eat almonds and all that, they think they're being really good vegetarians, but they're really not, because the poor bees are getting absolutely decimated by this practice. So I don't know, what are we gonna do? You know, I mean, almonds are great, they're beautiful trees, it's highly nutritious. But I want everybody to know, these bees sacrifice heavily in providing you your almond milk and your almond, and of course I eat almonds, but you need to at least have reverence. These bees are doing this big job for us. And so apparently, it's so stressful on the bees. These are local bees right here from my buddy Henry's bullfrog bees. He's the greatest guy in the world. And every year he brings his bees out here to recover from the stresses. Apparently it's highly stressful as a bee to pollinate all these almonds because they don't really have a lot of nutrition. And apparently the bees work really hard. And as part of their R&R rest program, after doing all that work for all of us in getting us all of these almonds, they get to go to sunny Gary Gragg's Winter's property and fertilize. Well, not fertilize, they don't really need to be fertilized, but they'll live off all of, there's some beautiful brodea here right now, there's beautiful wildflower blooms, not to get off track, but they are going to live off of all of the wonderful nectar of my citrus trees for the next 2 months. And of course they'll make all kinds of wonderful honey from that citrus. And Henry will bring the honey back over here and give it to me, and we actually sell the honey. It's citrus blossom honey. It's the best honey in the world, and it'll come right from here. We have about 50 jars every year. We'll probably start selling it, you know, like online or whatever. But anyway, here are Henry's bees coming over here, and apparently they love the citrus blooms because they're highly nutritious, and it basically boosts the bees' immunity, makes them happy, and gets them ready for the next year where they have to do all of their work to pollinate the almond crop. Now, these are local bees, so this was stressful for them, but you can imagine the bees that get shipped all around the country for this purpose. And and how stressful that must be to run all the way across country. The other thing that this almond blossom does, and this whole bee move around program, is it subjects all these bees from all over the country to be together in a way that can transmit disease. And there's sudden hive collapse and all kinds of things going on that are stressing our beautiful bees out. We lose these bees, we're all gonna starve. They pollinate pretty much everything. And so, anyway, it's gotta have some reverence to the bees. And these are Henry's guys, and they're taking care of us today. And we're gonna have some honey. So, just give me a call if you want some honey. If you want to come up here, and this whole place is going to be a VRBO soon. Once I get that landscape done, up at the top of the hill, it's taking me forever. That's the gardens up there, and we got a lot of work to do here. Here's our field growing operation that really hasn't. We've got some cool stuff, but we need to expand on this as well. This is why I have this property, to grow all of these palms. Those are Chilean wine palms, blue palms from Mexico, and Guadalupe Island fan palms. Really slow growing palms, but wonderful plants for the landscape. Someday they'll be big, I'll be old, but then I'll have some big trees I can sell. But until then, we have honey. Honey, 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 lots of honey. And of course, we're gonna have our, at the tail end of our citrus navel orange season right now. If you call me for navel oranges, I'll probably be out by the time you see this video. But we have the best oranges in the world. Give us a call for oranges in mid-December, right before Christmas. And we start harvesting January 1st, and that occurs until about March 15th or so, and that's pretty much where we are right now. That's all I know.